Yo.
What up? What up?
Woo.
Let's
go. America's back, baby. Let's go.
Wait.
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. We back fucking infiltrating country. We just taking shit that's hard, like we're playing real life Risk again. Now we just gotta get dudes to stop talking about their feelings, and we are back, baby. Let's go. Let's go, goddammit.
On that, welcome back everybody to the Carbon Football Podcast. He is Swan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit him with a drink of the day.
Oh, we're having a OG, delicious, classic, dark and stormy today. First time trying this Dos Maderas rum. This thing is delicious. So dark and stormy, as you guys don't know, really simple build in a glass filled with ice, 2 ounces of rum. In this case, going back to what I was saying before, we did the Dos Maderas double aged rum. It's a 5 + 3 year age. This stuff is delicious. We had some shots by itself. It was,
it was good.
Awesome. So Dos Maderas rum, 3 ounces of ginger beer, and 1/2 ounce of lime juice. I would say, I think what we did is we just do the 2 ounces of the rum, the 1/2 ounce of the lime juice, and then just top the rest of it off with the ginger beer.
So it's actually less, probably less than 3 ounces.
Yeah, but we like to garnish with a little sexy dehydrated thing. And probably, like you said, if you want it to not be as ginger, because the ginger could have a little spice to it. So if you don't like the spice, maybe you cut down the ginger beer a little bit. I like the spice with it.
This one, like I said, I was really skeptical. I never had one of these before.
Yeah,
it looked good in the picture when I looked at it. I was undecided on the rum, other than the fact that it was going to be dark.
Yeah.
But the price point of this one was about $35, so not crazy.
No, and it's a good sipper, man.
It was good, man. I don't normally like rum to sip, but we did try it, man. It was good like that. So.
I like this one. I only had like a handful of rums where I felt like I could sip. You know, that's
It's usually the aged rums that are better.
And also in the Caribbean, like something super unique about this one. It says it's from Spain.
Oh, shit.
So it has like Caribbean, I think there's like some Caribbean barrels or whatever, but the actual, so it's aged 5 years in the Caribbean and then 3 more years in Spain.
Oh.
So it's whatever the unique kind of aging process they do, Dos Maderas, like that's fire. It's cool. Gives it a really nice flavor. You could taste the smokiness in it. It's like we sipped some right before just on its own. It was amazing. So give that a try for sure.
Yeah, and it's easy. Like I say, very easy build. Just what are the 3 ingredients, and you're done. No shaker cup. Build right in the glass. Easy.
Hell yeah. Especially we need drinks to talk about shit like what's happening this week, man.
Oh my God,
bro, these are the weeks I love, and then I can't wait for us to record pods because this shit happened like literally the morning we woke up after we recorded last week.
Was it Saturday morning?
I think Saturday morning we wake up and like the first headline I see was like, yo, we kidnapped the president of Venezuela. And like we live in a time now where I don't assume like part of me assumes like, is it AI? But the other part of me goes, whenever it's anything political, I go, yo, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
What's crazy is, man, so like same things. Like I woke up in the morning and I don't normally look at news or anything in the morning, but then when one of my sons woke up and he goes, hey, did you see Trump kidnap Venezuelan president? And I go, and I'm like, no, dude, that's AI. That has to be AI, bro. I go, did you look? And he goes, well, it's from CNN. So I assume that it's good. So I kind of looked, and then a little while later, I get a text from you.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. So after I got it from you, then I went and looked. Yeah. And of course, it's all over the place, right?
I was like, why are we not recording this pod right now?
Dude.
I'm so fired up, man.
And it's kind of crazy, man. And so like, I had some sort of, obviously like an initial, which I'm always, when it comes to political stuff, man, I'm always like, man, I feel like the media only gives us certain angles, right? Like, especially depending on which media you're looking at, it always gives us certain angles. And so I kind of stayed quiet on it because I was just like, I don't know anything about it yet. Let me wait till some more information comes out and whatever. And then I have a coworker who is from Venezuela.
Okay.
And I wanted to really wait. I go like, I'm gonna talk to him on Monday. I want to see, because I started seeing all of the celebrations.
Yeah, well, that and then your social media feed is everyone is suddenly an international politics expert, right? So then everyone's online talking.
I miss those.
Oh my God, man! My entire social media feed, which is entertaining for me, because I'm like, yeah, you dropped out in 8th grade, but sure, tell me about how this is detrimental to whatever foreign policy thing that you think you know of, and then I always love, because we know politics, people are just hypocrites about shit. So I always love seeing like the posts and the things from people where they're like anti-Ukraine or anti-like war or anti-like, I voted for president for Trump because he was going to stop wars and not stop spending money, and then like celebrating shit like this. So I'm like, wait a minute. You said that you so which I don't give a fuck, but it's I always love, because both sides are hypocritical, right? So I always love seeing the like, oh, when it's like your team.
When it's your guy, right.
Yeah. How we kind of bend our narrative in that way. So that shit's entertaining to me. But
and on the
I did see
opposite,
the Venezuelans too. So I'm curious to see what your guy said.
Well, on the opposite end of that, man, is the folks that no matter what Trump does, it sucks.
It sucks,
right?
Or it's great. Yeah.
So it's like if you get the folks that really just don't like him, it's just like no matter what he does, it's fucking wrong. So I kind of stayed back. I read a couple articles to kind of get the gist of what was happening, but I really wanted to wait because I started to see a lot of posts where it was showing Venezuelans around the world celebrating. Right?
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going like, okay, is that just my feed? Is that real? Whatever. And so I waited until Monday, and I got to talk to this guy, and I'm like, and I know, so like just real quick on like his story, he actually moved to this country as a teenager, and he moved to escape the fucking craziness that was going on there. Like his family was held hostage in their own home at gunpoint twice for 8 hours while they just robbed his house.
Oh my God.
And he was like, yo, like in over there, you know, in the homes, you know, he goes, cops roll by all the time. And he goes, everybody keeps their door closed because they know, like, you can't leave shit open because people will rob you. And he goes, my door was open all day and people were coming in and out of there and they're thinking all about shit. And no cop happened to stop and see. And he goes, because it's all fucking corrupt. So this happened to him as a teenager, like twice. And then he told his family, like, I'm out. I'm leaving. And his family also fled later on to go live in a different country. I'm like, so how are you feeling about this? And he went on like a 20 minutes of man, I am ecstatic.
Wow.
And he goes, and everybody that I know is ecstatic. My family, friends, you know, people that I know. And he goes, listen, I don't know everybody in Venezuela, right? And he goes, but I would venture to say that 99% of the people in Venezuela are happy about this.
And you're gonna have some in there that are
right. And then he goes, he's like, and then I asked him, I go, yo, so what about like all like the oil that like the US is keeping or whatever? And he said to me, he goes, the Venezuelan people weren't benefiting from that anyway.
Yeah.
And he goes, so if we get to keep half and the US gets half, he's like, we're still winning. And then he goes, and no one was gonna remove this guy. He goes, we already voted them out.
Yeah, he just said like,
and he just said, fuck you, I'm not leaving. Right?
I'm not fucking leaving. People the
yeah.
Washington.
And so he goes, yo, like, unfortunately, it was gonna take something like this to remove this regime.
Yeah.
And he goes, so the things that you saw, people celebrating, he goes, that's very real. He goes, I'm sure there was some folks that maybe weren't happy about it. Yeah. He goes, but I would say the vast majority of people in Venezuela are happy this guy's out.
Every single Venezuelan that I know on social media posted some shit about, like a lot of them were like, yo, if you're not Venezuelan, shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of them were saying like, they were celebrating, they were thing, and I'm talking double digits Venezuelans that I have on my social, like people that I personally know. Every single one of them had a positive, like they were happy about this.
Didn't they have like 20% of their population just fucking exit the country.
Mass exodus. And
Right?
we know someone, like, you know him.
Yeah.
There's someone else that we work with that I know had horrific things happen to his family and people being held ransom and his friends and people being murdered. And he fled, for the very same reasons. But it's funny, man. Like, I'm glad you mentioned the oil thing because, like, my initial reaction was I kept on seeing people like, we're only there because of the oil, and and I was like, what the fuck do you think Russia, Cuba, and China are doing? They're trying to get the recipe to arepas, bro. They're there for fucking oil, like. And if, like, grow the fuck up. Like, someone is going to get that, right? Whether it's us, whether it's China, whether it's Russia, whether it's whatever. Like, so I think this speaks to just how naive and comfortable we are in this country because things are so good that we get to sit behind a keyboard and criticize shit like that. And I'm not here to argue whether that's right or wrong. What I will say is I'd rather live in the country that has control of some shit like that than live in the country that does not.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather be part of an America that is like, yo, if someone's gonna take that, might as well be us. And then, because you know what people take for granted, bro, is that, like, we've never woken up, nor have I ever even considered the fact that a missile could knock down the building next to me. Or that fucking a drone strike would hit, like, a thing like that. I'm like, there's so many places in the world where that is a very real possibility on a daily basis. And I think we take that shit for granted and that we get to go online and criticize what we should do and how fucking shit we are and the bullies that we are and yada, yada, yada. But we greatly enjoy the comfort that it affords us.
Yeah.
Like, and so I don't know if it was right or wrong. I don't even care to dispute it, but it's like, this is the way the world works. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, it's either going to be us or it's going to be China or it's going to be Russia or it's going to be whatever. And I'd rather be on the side that fucking has control of it.
And not for nothing, man, like having China and Russia kind of sort of colluding with this guy to, whether it's to get oil or whatever, it's like, we're sort of allowing our potential hostile competitors to be in our backyard.
Right, and you're giving them a competitor. That's what I'm saying. Is like, they were so naive. Like, oh, you're only there because of the oil. Who fucking cares? Like, and it's funny. I saw similar things from like Venezuelans where they were just like, to your point, they're going, yeah, so we weren't getting that anyway. And it's like telling me, like, if I live in a fucking slum and you're going, the guy in the penthouse wants to help you, but he's gonna steal some shit from your house, and it's like, yeah, he can have whatever the fuck he wants in my house if he's promising me safety and he's promising me this other stuff, like some form of stability. It's way better than what I have now. And again, I don't even give a fuck about all that, bro. I'm like, yo, if you're Venezuelan, you're happy about it, great. I'm like, if you're an American, the only people who should be pissed off right now is if you live in China or Russia or Cuba or any country that was benefiting from this,
him being there.
Is the only ones that you should be pissed off about. Like, but if you're an American citizen, like, sure, you can have empathy for whatever. Who
are you having empathy for?
But like, in this case, like,
they seem to be happy.
Seem to be fine. Also, yo, we some fucking gangsters, bro. You know what you know what kind of thuggery you gotta pull up.
Listen,
to fly
man,
into someone's country and just fucking and go. So not just in someone's country, bro. You took their president, someone who was protected by Secret Service 24/7. You rolled in, took them, and fucking left, and didn't lose a single member from what I've heard of your own team in this operation.
And there has to be collusion with people within the country, right?
Absolutely, like, someone's giving you intel,
right?
But bro, to fucking fly in to then attack, because it's a coordinated attack, right? So you hit all these, like, you identify these military point, like, response points with missiles, right? So you hit them first, and then the fucking guys in the black are dropping in an helicopter, and then you're raiding a compound essentially, right?
Yeah, they cut electricity,
and you're taking out his entire Secret Service team, and then you're like, let's go, and you're boarding him in a fucking helicopter, you're taking off. I go, yo, that shit's fucking gangster, bro.
Well, speaking of gangster, there was an interview with Trump, and this is what he had to say.
All right.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit, and I stole it, like, bro. But niggas don't understand. I talk facts. Vlad, I talk facts.
Oh, you're right.
Don't even deny it. That's cool. Nigga, I talk facts. What deny? What, nigga? Give me that, nigga. Don't know what to do with that. Okay. You know when a nigga got a girl, her shit fat? Bro, you don't know what to do with that. Give me that. Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga.
Shout out Trumpito. He stole that shit.
Now I'm sure if y'all are on social at all,
God,
that is it was
a meme.
It's a meme. It's an AI thing. It's actually Tekashi 6ix9ine that did an interview with Vlad. But somebody put Trump AI is so good.
Oh,
bro.
I love that shit, bro. So
It's
much,
Trump,
bro.
and all the mannerisms and the hand gestures. And everything.
No,
It's so good.
It's
bro.
Trump's body, but Takashi's mannerism and his face, and it's the funniest shit ever, bro. It's so good, man. Oh, so good, dude. And like we're making jokes, we laugh about it, but like I feel like you have to, because like, first off, I think if you, this shit's heavy, right? And in the grand scheme of things, like it's heavy, and like I think pretending it's normal is scarier. And so like to me, you kind of gotta be able to joke about it, like, because just the times that we're in now, like I don't agree or disagree with whatever it is that we did. I think it's just the world that we live in, and I think I benefit greatly from a country that spends more money than like the next 10 countries combined on self-defense, and it shows. And I think the fact that we get to sit online and complain and criticize and do all that shit is indicative of how good it is for us here. Yeah. And it affords us the opportunity to make fucking jokes and do stuff. And so this shit is hilarious to me when I just see people online, you know, like complaining and crying and doing all that stuff. And like, I had the same thing of like, yo, if you're not Venezuelan, shut the fuck up. Like, if you're a Venezuelan and you live there, you know what that felt like? And you're just like, thank God, bro, somebody came in here and did some shit. Like, we all, you met a Cuban, right? Like, how many Cubans you know that are here that are like, yeah, I left that shithole because of all the stuff that's happening. Like, beautiful country, and I don't mean shithole in that sense, but like,
I mean, you know, I used to be Cuban.
Yeah, all that's right. As a former Cuban yourself, you can also speak to this.
I used to think I was like.
If y'all don't get that reference, y'all gotta go back and listen to all the episodes and find it.
Now the other thing that was kind of crazy that I thought was, so they extract the Venezuelan president and his wife. They fly them ironically, into the base that I served from.
Oh, no way.
When I was in the Marine Corps.
The one in New York?
Stewart Air National Guard base.
Oh, shit, I didn't realize that.
Stewart Airport, that's what they flew into. Anyway.
How many people you seen get flown through there you wasn't supposed to see, man?
I don't know.
You were there? You don't know nothing? Wink, wink, you know what
But so they flew into there, and then obviously they bring him to the city. But dude, they were parading him through. Parading. I want to put that in quotes because the clip that I saw was like, it was like in a van with the back doors open so that people could see, which I thought was kind of odd. And I thought it was fake. Again, it's one of those things. I look at it and I go like, yo, it's AI. But then I looked into it and I go like, no, they did that shit.
They did that shit.
I stole that shit. Fucking give me that.
God damn it. Let's go, America. Yo, but do you think you almost have to do that as like a show of strength of like, I know that sounds fucked up, but like, do you think you gotta do that to kind of put people on notice? Like, yo, cause that dude was talking spicy.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, very much.
His press conference.
He was like, yo, come for me, cowards.
And I was like, well, you fucked up. I remember seeing that video initially and I was like, bro, that shit is not gonna work out for you. And I don't even know that video was directed towards the US. I forget.
I don't know who. I saw the video.
I can't remember, man. I feel like it wasn't at that time anyway. It wasn't meant to be directed towards us. But it's like, yeah, bro, that shit is not gonna work out for you. And then I've seen some of the like the dude from Colombia talking a little spicy now, and some other people. I'm like, y'all could run your mouth all you want. You gonna fall in line. I promise you that much. Because even his whoever got sworn in now as like, I think it was the vice president or whatever, the lady that's the vice president now, she talking kind of spicy. And I'm like, girl, you know good goddamn well that you gonna fall in line real fast. You gotta say whatever it is that you're
Man, I would imagine for her, you go like, yo, we'll come get you too.
Yeah, we'll come get you too.
Right,
Don't fuck around. Yeah. We won't even need you. They'll just go in off you. Like,
yeah, man.
Democracy, baby, make it unleaded.
And then the other thing that
was time, bro.
The other thing that was in the news, man, was Iran, right? So I guess there's all kind of protests going on over in Iran by their citizens for various reasons, economic, political, what have you. And then, but they've been, the government has been not only arresting people, but like using like physical force, shooting live rounds, things like that. And then Trump issued a warning to them, like, yo, don't treat your people that way. Like, we're locked and loaded. And we're ready to go in there.
Yeah, we Amazon Prime presidents now.
Bro.
Let's fucking go.
Dude, I saw this thing on social, and again, don't know what's real, don't know what's not. But I do know that the U.S. spends a lot of money on military, and they were comparing like air forces of different countries, of major countries in the world.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so they were showing, and it was sort of like a numbers, right, by country. And then as you get to like the Russia, China's, right, they're getting up there in Air Force numbers. The U.S. was like triple China's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so let alone, you know, Saudi Arabia's. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. It's just, you look at that and you go like, yo, we could take on the world.
Yeah.
Or so
at the same time.
Or at the same time. Or so it seems. Right?
But also, like, when I see shit like this happen, I'll be happy because I'm like, there go my tax dollars at work. That's what's up. Because can you imagine that we busted into there and they shot down every helicopter and they killed every member and all that? I'd be like, all that bullshit money y'all spent and you gonna let these guys take you out? I'd be like, oh, it's money well spent. Y'all can take presidents, bro. Presidents, dog. And yo, you know what's funny, man, is it would even be better if you could take them in like I don't know, bro. He's at some meeting in the UN in New York or like in some other country and all that. But to go into the country shit and go like, give me that. I stole that shit. That's what I do.
That's the name of the pod.
I stole that shit. You got that right, it is. Let's fucking go, man. Dude, but Iran, like, yeah, I guess at this point, it almost, yo, and this is the fucking tinfoil hat guy on me. It's like, you know, the talk lately has been like that this administration is kind of a failure, right? At least administration to date, like in terms of economy, in terms of all the promises, like, hey, no more wars. We're bombing everybody. You know, we're going in the
grocery is gonna be
the inflation, everything, like,
right.
And so the Epstein file shit, like all that stuff, like, which has been like, you know, the Epstein file shit, there's been a lot of stuff released lately, like really damning stuff and all that. And then like this shit happens. So it gets us like completely. So like the typical guy wants to go, yo man, do you do shit like this should just get us talking about
something else.
Yo, because whenever people go like, oh, it's gonna be World War III, we're fucking with Iran. I go, yo, look at the shit we just did in Venezuela and you tell me we're not the bullies of the world. Like, we've
been.
That's what I'm saying. Is like the naivety, I think, of us and maybe it's just social media is, again, because we can sit there and have our Twitter fingers and go off. It's like that we just assume like, oh, we can't keep fucking with people. It's like, no, bro. People can't fuck with us. Like, it's like, and maybe, not going with, maybe this is the false confidence that I've gathered because we just do all this shit. It's like, yes, like 9/11 and stuff happened here and all that in my lifetime, but it's like, that almost made it to where we're like, oh.
And that was like a sneak. You know what I'm saying? Like that was we're going into people's countries and stealing their presidents. Like I said, and it's just one, right? So, and again, this guy probably deserved it.
Nah, sure. But you could do that anywhere, bro. I am immensely confident that the U.S. could pull that. And I'm not saying you can pull it off without any casualties and stuff, but I am that confident in our military and in our special forces and all that shit that I go, I think shit like this happens all the time that we don't know about. Like all the fucking time where we kill high profile individuals or kidnap them or whatever the fuck happens. I go, I think we're that fucking good and we're that advanced and we're that, because I can't even fathom, bro, the level of sophistication it takes to pull off an operation like that. Because you're not doing that shit to some little ass island that doesn't have, like, Venezuela has the resources to be one of the richest countries in the world, and at one point it was,
and they should,
and they have more resources than I think anyone in the world in terms of like
gold and all that.
And so like that guy wasn't sharing that.
Don't they have the highest reserve in oil?
Spend it, yes,
right,
yes. And so he's definitely spending money, I'm sure, on himself. I think I heard something, and again, I never know what to believe anymore, but he had something like 32 Cuban officials as part of his team too. So like, it's not like he's skimping on security or skimping on military defense or whatever. It's like we're just that much better than fucking everybody else, I think, at this point. And again, maybe there's a false confidence, there's a bravado or whatever that comes with having lived in a country that I'm like, yeah, bro, you're not pulling that off here. Like, if you're...
and I wouldn't think so, man. Like, I think that, well, at least, maybe it's a false confidence. But I'm going like, yo, you're not entering our airspace without fucking...
You're getting shot
without some F-15s coming after you, right?
Yeah, like you're getting shot. Bro, have you heard the story of the you know the flight that fell in 9/11, the one that fell like near the Pentagon, and wound up crashing in the field because the passengers took over?
Oh, yeah.
But I've heard, and again, you never know what to believe, but I've heard multiple stories that we were going to shoot that shit down.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of the things was, I can't remember if it was they didn't have missiles or whatever, but one of the plans was we had already had like...
There was fighters in the air. There was fighters in the air.
In the air who were going to ram it, sacrificing their life.
Yeah?
Basically. Because I forget what it is. I can't remember if it was like they were the quickest ones that could get there, but they weren't... They didn't have ordnance on them? Ordnance, I think is what it was. Something crazy. But it was like, they were basically like, hey, you guys are going to die to do this, but you're going to save 160 people in the process. Or not 100, but you're going to save everybody. But wherever it's going,
on the ground, yeah.
It's like however many people on the ground you're going to save. And then I think the passengers took it into their own hands. But the other shit was like, they were just going to shoot that shit out of the sky. And can you imagine, bro, New York to DC to all that stuff, it's not that far. It's all coordinated.
And that was in Pennsylvania, right? That's one in Pennsylvania?
Right. This is the one that fell in the field in Pennsylvania. But my point is, like, the minute we realized it was like an attack, it was like, oh, shoot that motherfucker down. Shoot that, like, it's like any one that you couldn't get a hold of and all that. Like,
right.
It's like, you think, and ever since then, we've been on such high alert about anything that, like, to your point, you're not entering airspace here without getting shot down, probably. Like, without getting intercepted by some Top Gun shit and being shot down.
Yeah, it is, man. Like, hey, listen, man, for those Venezuelan people who are happy, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what to kind of make of this. I'm glad we're on this side.
That's what I'm saying is, like, I think I am fortunate enough to live in a country where I'm glad on this side. Yeah. I'm too stupid to speak about this intelligently in terms of like all the other political and global ramifications and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
we get to wake up and live our normal day.
Yeah, and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that's why like my knock is like more on like, I think just being, my knock is more on the people who are like, I shouldn't even say get to enjoy the freedom, but like are so, and again, this comes with living here, right? And I guess it's a right that you have, is like, they're so, I don't know, stubborn in their thing and so sure of their opinion on how we're pieces of shit. And it's like, the mere fact that you can go online and say that should tell you how fucking fortunate you are. I'm not saying we're right. I'm not saying that the system is right or the world is right or the circumstances are right or whatever. But I'm saying that if I get to pick a side, and I can promise you that everyone else in the world got to pick a side to be on in terms of like, not necessarily USA, but like, hey, do you want to be the guys taking or do you want to be the guys getting took? You know what I mean? Like, everyone's gonna pick. We're gonna be the guys taking it.
And you know what, man? The one thing that I did forget to tell you, man, when I was talking to my coworker, he mentioned something. Like I said, he talked to me for like 20 minutes about this, and he basically said, like 20 years ago, there was a guy who came in as a president, and he did well. And
Chavez?
I don't remember who. I don't know who it was. So he did like his elections were very similar to here, where it was like every 4 years. And then, so the guy served like, say, 2 terms, and I might get some of this wrong, so forgive me. But essentially what, it was like the guy served like 2 terms and then changed their constitution to go, hey, like, everything's good. You guys love me. I love you guys. Everything's going well. I'm going to run again. So the constitution was like 2 terms limit. He changed it. And so I
think that was Chavez.
It was, man. And it could have been. So, but I remember going when he was telling me this. And I didn't say it to him, but I was like, there's all this talk about Trump possibly running again, right? And it kind of made me think like, yo, that's something that we can't allow here, right? We can't allow, if you want to listen, if you're a Trump supporter and you go, I want to keep it Republican, then you vote your next Republican in. But I think that, that's a good example of where you could go, oh, well, I think things are really good here, so keep the guy in place, and then the shit gets out of hand.
God. Yeah. So in 1999, Chavez introduced a new constitution that lengthened the presidential term to 6 years and allowed for one immediate re-election. And then so Hugo Chavez successfully changed term limits through referendums, first extending presidential terms and increasing his ability to run, and then in a 2009 vote, abolishing the constitutional ban on indefinite re-elections, allowing him to seek office indefinitely.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
So there you go, man. So it's like,
because he was beloved initially.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so here is like, whether, and I'm not suggesting that Trump is beloved, but he is beloved by some. And I'm just like, we have to be really careful of just like, okay, man, like whether you think he did good or whether you think he did bad, he gets to serve his term.
Yeah, peace out in 2028, bro. Yeah, or whatever.
That's it, man. You gotta like, and I'm sure there's a lot of folks that hear that love what he's doing, and a lot of folks here that don't.
Well, there's been a lot.
But he's not president.
I've heard rumors all the time saying that there's a lot of people that seem to think he's not going to step down after the second term. Also, I would say that the people who were critical about the last president, Trump is now older than that president ever was, while he was in office, right? Yeah. Or sorry, I shouldn't say ever was, but like Trump's going to be 80 soon, right? So I think this year, another term would put him like 86.
Oh my gosh!
He's got 2 more years, right? So president,
and the next term will put him at death.
Yeah. And he already says and the thing with Trump is like we'll never know because he just says wild shit. So like we already treat him like our grandfather who just says wild shit, and we're like, no,
we're like, he's all right,
don't
man.
worry about it. He just says crazy racist shit, like you're good. Like he already says that, so it's a little more difficult to see the decline, like because with him, dude, it's so funny. Like we were talking about this earlier. We live in this world now where like you see headlines and you assume AI, right? And then I also see a headline, and if it involves politics, I go AI, but given the current administration, very possible. Because everything sounds
you have to research everything.
Everything sounds like it should be fake, bro. Everything be like, oh, we kidnapped the president of Venezuela. And you're like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That sounds like a movie. You know what it sounds like, bro? It sounds like, you watch Fast and Furious and you be like, man, that's some fake shit. This movie not even real. Everything sounds like a movie. You're like, that shit would never happen. This is unrealistic. You can't kidnap the president of a country. And now you're like, I guess you can.
He's making what's the White House down?
Yeah,
fucking Olympus is falling. Whatever all that shit is real, man.
All that shit, bro, for real, man. Fuck. It's like, god damn, bro. Like, what a time, man. Man, history is gonna be fascinating to look back on this time, and I think to talk to people 40 years from now, if I'm lucky enough to be able to, like when they're like, man, this really happened, and just to be able to speak to this, I think it's gonna be.
It'll be our kids.
Yeah,
I think it'll be our kids talking about, man, I remember that, like, because like like our kids are high schoolish and beyond.
Yeah.
Right. So I think they'll remember some of this stuff, hearing it, maybe not being involved, but at least like on social. Like I said, my son was the one that told me, oh man, Venezuelan president got kidnapped. Dude, and I'm like, no, he didn't.
He gets his news from Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Or TikTok.
Right.
Like,
I don't even know what platform.
We would have been like, go to turn on the news channel,
Right. No, but he told me, he goes like, he's the one that goes, yo, like, it's CNN. And I'm like, let me see. I'm like, that ain't the fake account?
You be like, goddamn, that's Maduro in a sweatsuit and headphones.
I'm like, Maduro? That's a Batano. What are you talking about? That ain't his name for real?
We're not making him on Google. That's what you talking about.
I'm like, what we doing, making a pastelón? No, we not.
What a time, man. Yo, think about the shit that our kids have lived through between an epidemic, or pandemic, sorry. Pandemic.
Oh my God.
Like this whole presidency, this whole weird social media time, the AI, just the shit that they're gonna, I don't
like AI is like new, like right, it's new,
right?
Like internet was already there for them.
Yes,
but the other stuff, like you said, but the other stuff, man, is gonna be like, oh man, when I was a kid, like we didn't go to school for a few years,
right? Like because people were getting the cold, like real bad, like the flu or whatever the fuck, but like for us, that was some shit that we always read about in history books, like the plague, the
Spanish flu,
like, and you were like, oh, that's crazy. I can't even imagine what it would have been like back then. Like that's wild. Like that'll never happen now. Thank goodness. And then some shit like that happened now, and you're like, yo, they've lived. Do you think about they've lived through recessions and world wars and pandemics and the revolution of AI.
No world.
Probably AI. Not world wars, but like I guess wars. Right,
just not here, right? So we've been lucky with that.
Yeah, when the robots take over, they'll be here for it. Fucking when we're murdered by our vacuum cleaners or whatever. We did it to ourselves.
Our Roombas.
When our Roombas take over and fucking they go full Transformers on us, it's gonna be great. What a time, man! This week I was so fired up, man. Reading all that, I'm like, this is so crazy. And then the memes were just gold. The fucking Trump. Yeah, my favorite shit is like where everybody was like, yo, let this be a lesson. Just don't have oil and the U.S. government will leave you alone, whether you're Venezuela or Iran
I didn't think about that.
Diddy.
Yeah. I forgot about the P. Diddy memes, man.
Just don't have oil and the U.S. government will leave you alone. Yo,
that's where Diddy fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. It should tell you, don't fuck with the IRS, all right? And don't have oil in any way, shape, or form. Baby oil, cooking oil, olive oil, fossil fuels. Don't have none of that shit, bro. I stole that shit. we coming for everything, bro.
Give me that shit.
Give me that shit. You don't know what to do with that. What a time, man.
Oh man. Bro, let's switch gears, man.
So good, bro.
Did you see
I didn't see nothing else this week.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna tell you about something. Lily Phillips. Does that name ring a bell?
I feel like for the wrong reasons. I feel like we talked about her on the pod.
I think we did actually.
Yeah. This the bitch slept with a gajillion people.
Yeah, we're like over 1,000 guys.
Yeah, in like a day or 12 hours or some shit like that. Yeah.
So this Lily Phillips is I guess OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What do you call her? OnlyFans model?
Yeah.
OnlyFans porn star?
I don't know.
Anyway, she got baptized. I don't know what. I don't know.
Is that code for some
I don't know to what. I don't know if it's with water or with something else. But she got baptized.
Yeah, what you mean? Because I'm fucked up, so I don't.
So she got baptized, and it's like, what's funny is that she really did get baptized in a church.
Oh, like dunked her in water?
I guess.
She's still trying to get cum off her? How many dips did it take?
A 1, a 2. So,
oh my God.
But her OnlyFans page is still on.
Oh, old shit or new shit?
Good question.
I'm afraid to Google her.
I don't know.
She's definitely the one.
No,
so like,
but even if it's old shit, if you're truly sort of turning the page on your old life, wouldn't you shut that shit down? Now, obviously,
you gotta get paid.
Obviously, from doing like her stunts with the sleeping with 1,000 guys, whatever, right? Like,
I'm sure she's set for life.
Is this a stunt?
Oh,
it is a stunt to drive traffic to the.
Because she's not the first person that I've heard of on OnlyFans. Like I feel like I see headlines all the time of like people like, I'm whatever with God now or whatever, or get baptized and shit.
And they still have the OnlyFans?
I don't know enough to know if they still not have the OnlyFans, if it was a stunt, but I feel like she's not the only person. I think I'm seeing more and more people are regretful about the OnlyFans thing. like I'm seeing more people.
I can see that
feeling like, yo,
I should have done that.
Like, yo, it was awesome. I made all this money, yada yada yada. But I don't know if like people are having kids or they're just like kind of like looking at all their shit regretful now. Like, yo, that's up forever. Like, I can't get rid of that now. Like,
yeah, bro.
I have a child. I have a husband
you're somebody's
now,
mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that's not gonna like that. It doesn't go away.
School every day, bro. You imagine? Can you imagine having a mom that does OnlyFans and you're like
or even if she did OnlyFans like 5 years ago, right?
And
like,
everybody going, I jerked off to your mom yesterday. It's like, how do you come back from that, bro? You can't even. You know how you talk shit? Like, I don't know. Part of me would have been like, I would have loved to grow up in that era because I got jokes for everybody. But like, how do you come back
I don't
from
want
that,
no.
dude? Like,
dude, I'm so glad I didn't grow up in the era of like the internet.
Oh yeah, no, me, I am too, man. Like, I was able to fuck up without having cameras on me all the time, but also able to get away from. Like whether it was just harsh shit in school or whatever. Like, I'm glad I was able to step away from that. Though, but also, I mean, I think we talked about this a few episodes ago where there's like this movement now back to like the whole trad wife thing and all that stuff. Yeah. Like, just having to pick a girl out of that bunch. If you're a guy and you have to pick this person as like, whether it's your long-term girlfriend or what, or your wife or whatever, like, and someone who has a history on OnlyFans, because it's like, yo, it's one thing to know your girl slept with the neighborhood. It's another thing for it to be documented. Like, because we don't even want you to have slept with the neighborhood. Like,
right.
But it's online and people can see it, and it's like you got and like, you know, like, so like we already like are in our heads and we imagine shit, and it's like, no, I can go and watch it. Like, I know what you know, right? Like, it's fucking terrible. Like,
and if you meet somebody like that, like, she's a good-looking woman, right? So you go, if you meet her for the first time and you don't know, and then you find out,
yeah, you're out. Like, most of
I'm assuming, right? You just go like, no, like that's too much. That's too much. That's more than I'm willing to put up with.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. And you're emotional? No.
Dude, I think that's something that's overlooked. I think that's, you know, there's always this like as guys get older and like, you know, obviously you see this thing of like, especially happens with dudes with money where like they'll be old and they'll date some young chick, right? And because the money has afforded them to do that. And I think there's a part of that is looks. Right, that obviously guys value the youthfulness and the looks thing. Like, that's one part of it. I think the part that doesn't get talked about enough is the purity aspect of it. Is I think guys that are like 50 years old go, if I date another 50-year-old, like there's like this gonna sound fucked up. She got miles on her. You know what I mean? Like, they're bagging. They've done shit. Like, it's you don't want to. You don't want to be with someone who's right. Like, I think as a guy, you go like, yo, I want to feel like some things were for me. I want to feel like I'm special, quote unquote, in like certain things. And like, just knowing that you've had like all this, like, because at a certain age, like, it's just happened, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's something about that doesn't get like, I don't want to say acknowledged enough, because like, I just think that the narrative is always like, we're shallow and you go for young because it's just the looks part. I think a lot of it is the purity aspect of like, yo, we value it, and the guy who tells you that they don't is full of shit or just doesn't have the option, right? Like there's something to going like, yo, I want to feel like the woman that I married or you know, like the girlfriend or whatever that I'm with, that there's some things that were saved for just me. And so like, I think when you have someone who's been on OnlyFans like that, it's
nothing was
it's one thing when you're like, yo, I know, and I got to think about you know, if you're dating a girl and you know she's done some shit, like, it's one thing to have to like fucking come up with the narrative in your head. It's another that I go, you can't even deny, bro. I seen you gagging on this dude. Like, you can't even make me feel better and be like, of course I've never done that. You know?
Dude, the other thing too, man, is like, I wonder somebody like this, like Lily Phillips, is she doing it just for the money, or can two things be true in this case too, right? Where you go, well, I enjoy this and I'm getting the money. Right? So I enjoy no. I'm talking about the sexual part of it.
Okay.
Where it's like I enjoy the sexual part of it and I'm getting money, and then maybe not looking forward to going, well, who's gonna want to marry me after this?
Right, like cause she probably like, I don't really care if it ever happens.
At that time,
yeah, right? Like if you're, I don't know if she is, but I'm gonna assume she's probably like early 20s.
I don't know,
so,
but
like,
I mean, let's
yeah,
look it up.
You gonna Google her? All right, incognito. You know. but yeah, I mean, you're right. And some people listen to enter this field, and like you said, they could just be like you said, just enjoy it. Two things can be true. Like, hey,
she's 24.
Yeah, of course. So yeah. So she might get to 30 and be very regretful about what she did. I think
I'm thinking at 25. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking if she's getting baptized now, I'm assuming at 24 she's going like, okay, that's enough. But again, like you go like, and again,
because we live in an era. It's not just like if you did this shit in the 80s, it's just some VHS that's sitting in some store. Dude, in this day and age, it lives forever.
I wonder if. Because like I don't hang out with anybody that's 25. If you're a 25-year-old male, is it a common question to ask the woman that you're dating, how many bodies do you have?
Oh,
because you see that shit a lot on social.
You see it on, yeah.
Right. So I just wonder, is that a common question, and is it a question that women are willing to answer?
Well, you take whatever number they give you, you multiply it by a certain amount, right?
What's the multiplier?
You don't ask because I multiply by 2 or 3.
What's the factor?
Yeah, the factor. Depending. I'm gonna get you over this. Depending on race, it's a 2 or a 3. Whatever number they tell me, I'm like, all right, times 2. No, I would imagine that it's weird because the I would say 18 to 24-year-old people now, or 25, let's say, have grown up in an era where more like it is very common for them to meet someone who's had an OnlyFans, male or female, mostly females, right? So I would think that the question is, either it's not asked because if you go, oh, I did OnlyFans, you're like, well, fuck, I'm going to assume you did a lot, right? And so I don't want to know the answer to that. And if
they have done OnlyFans, or do you just go, okay, I don't want to
know? But something of girls in that age range, it's something like 1 in 4. Right, like it's something super high. Having
really,
OnlyFans.
Man,
it's
25%, bro.
Bro, it's really high. Like
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna Google it because just like
it's still Google it.
I'm gonna be a percentage of girls that have of girls 18 to 24. 18, let's say 25 with OnlyFans, because I feel like we did this on this pod already, and the number was staggering, dude. 10 to 14% of women in that range have an OnlyFans. That's still high.
It's still high.
It's 1.4 million women in the U.S.
Yeah, that's still high.
So women age 18 to 24 are OnlyFans creators, potentially representing about 10 to 14%, because they're saying 1.2 to 1.4 million women. The OnlyFans creators fall into the other bracket is 25 to 34. So really, you have to look at this from an 18 to 34.
Shit.
Have an OnlyFans, and like,
so is that 10% of them too?
In general, the number gets higher. If you go 18 to 34, it's like 25%. But I'm saying like in that age group. So like, yeah, right. So if you're a guy and you're that age group, you like part of the conversation becomes like, have you ever had an OnlyFans, right? Like,
like maybe that's the question.
Maybe that's the question, right? And if they say you just go like next. I'm not. Yeah, I don't got time to do algebra today. I don't. You just be like, nah, I don't want to know the answer to that. Or is it just a deal breaker? And I would assume, so here's the thing. If you're in that age group, it's almost more normalized for you. Where like in our age bracket, like it's probably a deal breaker, right? Like if you met someone and they just went, oh, I did OnlyFans, like for me, it's a hard no. Like that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so.
Right? Like, and I think most guys, it would be. I just think that it goes back to what we were talking last week. I think society now has been like, you're slut shaming or whatever the fuck. But in reality, we're like,
we are.
Like, I don't want somebody who's been with the block. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, let me tell you about somebody in that age group who's also shamed. There's a 22-year-old gym teacher, Yasmar
I got so many questions. Where is he a gym teacher?
She.
Okay. Yeah, you said what?
I think it's in Florida, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so she's Latina.
She is Latina. Yasmar Ramos Figueroa.
Okay.
Arrested and charged for sending inappropriate photos and texts to. How old is the kid? How old is the boy?
Oh.
What do you think?
So she's teaching high school?
Fuck. Good question. It's on the borderline.
Oh, so 14?
13.
Ooh. So she's
13 probably 8th grade,
photos
right?
to a 13.
That's probably 8th grade?
7th grade. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because my son is in 6th grade.
And her mom, the guy's mom reported her. I be mad as hell.
I'll be like, Mom, have
you seen her?
Why do you hate it?
I was trying to get a photo of her. I was trying to get laid.
Nah, do we have a photo of her?
We can get one.
Hold on, we get a photo of her? Because I don't know, maybe
my fucking search history is gonna be
maybe
really.
Mom did him a favor.
Really fucking suspect.
We gotta see a photo of what she looks like. Because are we being like, yo, Mom, why you mind your business? why you always in my shit? Go start an OnlyFans and get out of my business. I mean, yeah, for a 13-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, like whatever.
Fine.
Like this
Okay.
That's the.
Yeah, for a 13-year-old. Yeah, 13-year-old, but they're like, yo, mind your business. Like, what?
Right.
Like, what? I'm not hurt.
Don't tell her. Don't tell on her.
Call the cops for what?
I'm trying to hit.
It was fun. Yo, you think
guys are different, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can remember.
Yeah, we'll just live damaged for the rest of our life if we don't think about it. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get over it.
We'll just be scarred forever. They'll be like, why are you like this? Like, somebody touched me when I was 12, like super inappropriately, and now my libido.
Be like, but I wanted it. But I kind of wanted it. Probably shouldn't have happened, but I kind of wanted it. I read these stories, I'm like, this shit never happens to me, man.
Like, my mind said no, but puberty was like, yes. Fuck, man. He said, good shit never happens. All my teachers wanted me to learn.
Right?
They hated me, bro.
Dude, I had another story, man, about a Florida man who did this creative shit to get some Christmas gifts.
Okay.
So this is down in Miami. He stole 400 pounds of avocados.
Oh, wait, this is like the second person we've had this year, right?
Yeah, the truckload.
Yes. Somebody stole a whole truck of avocados.
And as soon as I saw this, I was just like, I wanted the same story, but this is around Christmas time. So when they caught him, so he stole his avocados, and then he doesn't like leave. I don't know how far out of the area he went, but he didn't go too far, and he started selling them.
Like off the side of the road? Like,
yeah. They started selling them. And then when they caught him and they asked him, like, what's he doing? He was like, I was trying to get Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I blame white girls, bro. They're like, white girls that partake in Taco Tuesday. Because like, avocados were like literally like, for Latinos, it's like the cheapest of the cheapest. Like, we put that shit in everything. We put it in rice. That's not our way to spice up anything. And then Chipotle started charging people extra for guac, and somehow avocados became gourmet. It became like a fancy thing. So I blame the inflation on avocados and the crime rates involving avocados on white girls that partake in Taco Tuesday. I said what I said. This is, I think, the second, and I feel like I saw another one this year that we didn't talk about on here that was very similar to someone was fucking stole a truck or a warehouse or something.
Like a truckload.
Yeah, man. It's definitely.
I don't know what it was for, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why. How much money he made?
Great question.
400 pounds of avocado? That's
a lot.
But like, if it's
the big joints. If it's the big joints, like is it the small ones?
Yeah, but if you're selling them by the pound.
Is it the small wrinkly ones? And I know some chef out there is probably gonna be like, these fucking guys know what they're talking about. But they got the small wrinkly ones, and then you got the big joints that the Puerto Ricans buy.
The regular. I don't know. I just call that.
Yeah, how we doing on time, bro?
Yeah, we're about an hour, 54 minutes out. Dude, 400 pounds though at $3, say a pound. It's probably not that much.
Is that
but
what
avocado,
it is, though?
It's not a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
400 pounds. Not worth going to jail for.
No, definitely not.
He'd have been better off jerking off in a cup or something than selling that shit. Get baptized in Lily Phillips.
That's too many.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I saw the footage of him on the truck with the avocados, and he's like, I stole that shit.
You don't know what to do with that.
That's what I do.
Give me that shit.
Give me that shit.
They didn't know what to do with that. Give me that shit.
Oh my God, bro. I saw this shit. Did you see the video of the woman performing? The woman proposing to her man on Christmas in front of her family?
No.
Oh, bro, there's this whole video of this woman asking this guy to marry her, and like gone viral.
Okay.
And it was like, they're in like their little matching pajamas, and his family, I think, is there, or her family, I can't remember, but there's like families around.
Okay.
And they're opening gifts together, and then one of the gifts is her. She gets down on her knee, and she does the full-on proposal and asks him to marry her.
Fuck.
So thoughts? Your girl proposes to you.
All right, so I think I'm immediately going two ways. So I'm going first. I'm going as the guy being proposed to, and then I'm also going as a father of the daughter. Right. So like I think as a guy being proposed to, I would imagine that I would know that my girl is that type of woman where she's not traditional and she would do that kind of shit, and so perhaps I wouldn't be surprised.
But like taking what's hers kind of mindset.
Okay. Like it wasn't it wouldn't be necessarily something that would surprise me, because I would be like, yo, if anybody would do that, like you would do it. Okay. Now, if I'm the father, I'm probably going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like why
sure.
Why are you doing that?
Why
like
are you
that?
the one to do that?
Yeah, like this guy, and then now I'm questioning my shit, and I'm going, man, did I not do enough for her to make her feel like she was special enough to have that done to her?
Nah, see, I went, that dude don't like you, because if you got to the point where you had to ask.
You had to ask, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought, like thinking about the daughter part, that's how I would think about my daughter. I'd be like, nah, bro, that dude don't like you. If y'all got, I mean, unless y'all have talked about it or something already and you just decided that it was going to be you. But like, I went to, that dude don't like you, bro. Don't, like, step away from that shit. Like, get out of it.
You know what's funny, man, is that a lot of times, or I shouldn't say a lot of times, man, but like you hear so much about, like women are usually the ones that are pressing for marriage. Like guys are not normally pressing for marriage.
But the expectation is that we ask them.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the pressure usually comes from that side where it's just like, whether it's, I don't want to be, I've been your girlfriend for X amount of time. Like, how much longer are we going to do this? And women are typically the ones that are sort of like planning for the future as far as like a family type thing. So it's I'm actually surprised it doesn't happen more.
What you mean?
But like you said,
like this day and age of like a kind of a.
But the expectation, right? The tradition is that the guy does it.
Yeah.
So like we were sort of allowing our traditions to kind of rule over maybe what should be, because a lot of times that women are the ones that are kind of pressing for I want a marriage. And again, I'm a 51-year-old guy, so like I'm speaking from that perspective. I don't know, I can't speak to what it's like for a 20-year-old or 25-year-old at this point. Is it still the same? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if you're a dude and you still live at home with your mama, then maybe she should be the one.
Maybe just to get you out. I'll be like, oh man, thank God.
I would, bro.
1 down, 2 to go.
If your girl asks you to marry her, like if she's the one that proposed, like you gotta transition, right? Or you gotta lower your voice forever. I'd be like, not forever. She'd be like, you better lower your voice. You're talking. You couldn't even ask me to marry you. You're like, you can't. Don't be getting loud in this house. That's her house now.
Yo, what if
she own you?
What if she asked you to marry her?
Yeah,
and she's the one with the education and with the she's a breadwinner.
Oh, man. I would say no, because there's clearly something wrong with her. Right? Like, if you're an educated woman and you maybe do well, and then you're like, I'm going to ask this dude to marry me. Like, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? I would be suspicious.
But women are emotional like that. You would hope that you go, okay, I'm gonna look for somebody.
Emotional IQ is at the top of the list for me, so it'd be a red flag immediately.
You would hope they would look for somebody that would be at least at their level.
Right, yeah. You would think, yeah. Fuck, dude, I can't. No, it's a no. I can't. You're not asking me to.
So you would say no?
I would like to think that my girl would know better.
But that's
do some shit like
and
that.
those are the discussions, right? So like,
and also, I wouldn't want to be with a woman who would go, oh, I'm gonna have to be the one to ask you. Well, first off, I'd be like, if I made you feel that way, then there's something clearly wrong, right? But also, I would think she'd be like, yo, bitch, when you asking me?
Right. Like, and I would think that also in the discussions, if she ever goes like, oh, you're taking too long, like I'm gonna end up asking you, like the comment would be, yo, don't do that.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Don't ever fucking do that.
Nah.
Like, I know we joke around, but like, don't fucking do that.
Nah, I think my girl would just hold a gun to my throat and be like, hey, by the end of the week, I need a ring on this. That's what I'd like to think.
Or they just trap you till you come beside them.
She just end up pregnant, like, ta-da!
Ta-da! You want to marry me now, bitch?
Then she'll ask me out of spite.
Yo, let's get out of here on that.
Yeah, now we're all getting broken up with.
Tell them where they can find us.
At the Come Up Podcast on IG, at the Come Up Footprint Podcast on YouTube, at Carbon Footprint Podcast on TikTok, and then all your favorite audio platforms, Audible, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, fucking GeoSavin, Ghana, TuneIn, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, Radio Cast, anywhere where you guys listen to your podcast. Tell your smart devices, tell your Amazon Music, everything. Tell your phone, it'll find us. Google it. AI knows us. So just whatever. Put it in there. Tell it. It'll find us, man. And we appreciate you guys listening.
Absolutely. And as always, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.